What's going on? This is gonna be about picking summer fruit, daytime, nighttime, anytime. There's something about a fruit tree in the spring, especially in the summertime, around this time, late spring, midsummer. You just want to just wash it up. You might see apples. Sometimes you see oranges. You see berries. You be making desserts with it. Tell me about how that was for you. Have you found a good fruit tree that you can just indulge and just take a bite off and get indulgent? Let me know because I remember doing it all in the summertime. Berries, finding wild berries and just water them and back in the day, back when you just could just go in the summer and go to some neighbors and just pick all the berries that you could imagine. You got a bucket. You're either gonna make a into a pie or with some ice cream, or you're gonna just have berries. I know you got a story. We all had a story about berries. We were just all indulgent and just craved it. And it's just one of those things that, it's amazing how simplicity of it all, how it just kind of registered and just kind of checked in the brain. It's like, man, we could have berries. We can just do this. We can indulge it. Just having berries off the trees, how they just sow wild berries and because there were certain people in neighborhoods who had fruit trees. They had like peaches and pears and stuff, and you look forward to that. Summertime. You look forward to it, and you have to worry about the flies and everybody else in them, but or apple trees. Just having a good juicy time. Simple, like you just wanted to indulge it and make uh, apple crisp or make something out of it. You just was like, wow, this thing is so natural. You were exploring it, and even at nighttime, you could just pick it and just go on about your business and get into it and kind of indulge it. I'm very curious if you've had those kind of moments that you can remember and recall where you were like, yeah, I'm just gonna get down with these berries. I'm just gonna take these things on and run with it. There was no there was no shame. There was no, it was just, it was fun. It was like, wow. Um, mainly there was like the summertime. There was no other time of the year, but you see some good. I was thinking about some pears and all. They were decent at the time when I used to get down with them. Plums. Yeah, how about some good plum trees? That was just, you just was in awe of it. And it just seemed like certain neighbors had those trees and they didn't even trip. Nobody was tripping. It was all about you just having access to it, just taking it on and getting down with it. You didn't have that to worry about. You were just really in a mindset where it was like, this was cool. It felt just so natural. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments though, because I'm going to really talk about it, and I really would like to kind of like, you know, what was your earliest memory? If you had a fruit tree, or was it a neighbor, or was it somewhere in the summertime, and you ate it all during the day, during the night? It was like a summer delight, and you couldn't wait till next summer to tear that tree up. But if you saw it, let me know, cause I remember growing up with a fruit trees. Neighbor had a fruit tree, and those things was juicy. Now there was some that you had to worry about because they had some poison in them, and ivy and all that, and some things you didn't want to eat. But when they were there, those things were like dreamy. Let me know. Summertime, fruit trees, memories. Let me know in the comments. Please hit like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.